Hey, and we're back. Good morning. So I featured 3 Where's My Tea episodes, and I'm just going to give you the updates and see is the tea still brewing or what. Okay, so the first episode was when a girl and her sister, well, she called her sister in bed with her husband. So her and her sister went out partying, came back home. She woke up on the couch. Her sister was not on the couch where they fell asleep at. She goes upstairs. She catch her sister in the bed naked. The sister giving the husband head. She beat their ass. She left stayed at the hotel. The sister been calling her so many times. The husband had only called her twice or texted her twice, one of those things. So here's her update. It says, girl put his ass out. He's moved out and I have my home to myself. Do you know he filed for the divorce himself? A part of me was shocked, and I'm still dealing with where did I go wrong? I have my nights where I miss him and what we had, but I will never deal with this man again. My sister and I talked and she cried the whole time. She said she was drunk and that she was so sorry. Guess what? I forgive, but I don't forget. We haven't spoken and I don't plan on speaking. I'm in a semi-happy place, if you know what I mean. I definitely can understand the semi-happy place. You lost your husband, which you thought that you loved and he loved you. Not thought that you loved, but which you loved and he loved you. And then you lost your sister too. So it's like, you happy that you found out the truth and you don't have to deal with that. But who wants to deal with losing with the person that they love? But ultimately, I think you did the best decision. The fact that he filed for a divorce should only give you more reason to believe that this man was not for you and he really just played with you this whole time. For him to file for the divorce, it was just like he doesn't seem sympathetic or apologetic. I don't know if you spoke with him or not because you didn't mention that in your update email, but I'm really sorry that this happened. But guess what? You're going to gain your strength from this. Your eyes are going to be open, and this just wasn't the person that was meant for you. And maybe God tried to tell you that before marrying him, and you missed those signs. But don't beat yourself up. You went nowhere wrong in this situation. I'm actually glad that you and your sister did have the opportunity to talk, and it seems like she is apologetic. But the fact that she did that in your house, like, girl, please. And hopefully one day maybe the relationship can be fixed. So the next episode was I'm sleeping around on my husband. So this was a lady, I think she was like 45. She was a nurse. She had a husband who was a truck driver. They had kids. The husband was always gone. She cheated with the neighbor, the best friend, and her co-worker. She wanted to figure out how she could stop cheating, and how to come clean to her husband. And also, if she didn't come clean, the co-worker was going to come clean. So she just really wanted to stop doing what she was doing and put it out on the table and kind of save her family. This update is a bit interesting. Listen to this. It says, hey girl, thank you for your advice. The comments helped and some hurt, but just to update you, I did tell my husband. Although you think we don't listen, some do, and that's why we reach out to you. I have ended all my affairs, even with my coworker. He's made working there extremely hard, so I decided to take leave and I'm looking for a new job. My husband surprisingly forgave me. He said he'd be dishonest if he didn't come clean. He's been doing his dirt too. I was so hurt to hear, but I can't be mad. I don't know all details because I simply didn't ask. But I'm scared because if I'm changing, how will I know that he's changing too? Can you tell me how we can build our trust without pointing the finger and hurting our marriage even more? Thank you for your help. Wow, a lot of you guys mentioned in the comment too that them truck drivers aren't, too clean themselves, which are true, but I just took it up to be maybe he was a good truck driver man. But it's really amazing that the man decided to come out too, and it kind of shows that if she didn't come out, he wouldn't have came out neither. I understand how you could be hurt, but like you said, you cannot point the finger because just as much as he didn't know, you was doing your dirt too. I'm happy that you guys are trying to salvage this marriage, and it sounds like you're sincere in trying to change and really stop what you're doing. I really don't know how you're gonna know what he's doing, but I will give you this advice. Get to the details. Figure out if he wants to be honest and open and tell you he's been doing his dirt. Get to the details so you can kind of get some understanding. This lacks communication. You guys are not fulfilling each other's needs, and that's because you guys do not know. So first start off by talking, communicate, and lay it out on the table. And if you're going to go into this marriage and clean it up, then that should be the goal of both of you too. So communication is key. Have a sit down, and I mean really talk. And y'all both have to buckle down on each other, finding locations, calling on the phone, and, you know, not simply accusing each other or whatever, but if you truly care and you want your husband back and you want to make this work, let's get this going, you know, let's communicate, let's stop the distractions. If he's not pleasing you sexually, let's figure out how he can, and vice versa. I really hope that you guys figure out that situation, and I'm happy that you guys decided to stick together and work things out, but let's communicate now. So the last Where's My Tea episode, which was featured last Saturday, was a girl. She was 18 and she was dealing with a 44-year-old married man that she met at the gym. He gave her the impression that he was getting a divorce, so they decided to get in a relationship. She fell in love and she was just trying to figure out, like, should I continue to pursue this man or what? Okay, so before I emailed her about an update, she had emailed me in the process of filming this video, and she says, thanks so much for your advice, because I responded back to her via email before doing a response. She says, I know it's wrong, and that's why I feel so bad, and I don't want to feel bad about this. Just recently, he introduced me to his kids, and I couldn't help but feel bad. But I can't keep feeling like this, so I'm going to have to stop, because even though I'm extremely attracted to him, these feelings aren't worth the guilt. So finally, I emailed her and I said, hey, boo, give me an update after I've done Where's My Tea. Did your episode? You done read the comments. Give me an update. Let me know what's going on with the story. So she says, hey, Nene, I know what I was doing was wrong, only because he was married, but the age difference didn't do much. We had lots to talk about and enjoyed each other's company. I talked to him about his wife, and he said that he is with her until the divorce is finalized. I told him I don't want to be with a married man, and he said that it's okay. But him and his wife are not anything, and they both see other people. To prove it to me, he had me meet his wife and we talked. The wife was shocked I was so young, but she's a nice woman and has nothing to say about our relationship. So I figured out that the divorce thing was not a lie. As far as our relationship status, we will spend time with each other, but I told him that I want to wait before the divorce is finalized to put a title on our relationship. This email kind of shocked me, like, bitch, you met the wife? And I mean, for her not to say anything, I mean, I guess she's understanding, like, hey, if that's what he gonna do, that's what he gonna do, you know what I mean? But if he introduced you to his wife, introduced you to his kids, it seems like then he sees you as something and maybe the relationship is getting serious. I still don't necessarily agree with the whole 18 and 44 thing. This man could be your whole father, but if that's what you want to do, then live life. You're going to go through things. You're going to make mistakes. Not saying it's a mistake. You're going to go through experiences and stuff like that. I still want you to tread carefully. Just be open-minded to some things. Because him and the wife are still staying together, I'm assuming they still sleeping in the same bed. And pussy is convenient, okay? Especially if that's your wife. So I really don't trust that whole thing, but that's based off your judgment. I wish you good luck with this situation. Okie doke, so that was my episode of Where's My Tea? Is it still brewing? So as you see, the tea done stopped, but the tea is still brewing in some of these situations. So we're going to be back first Saturday in February with a new segment of Where's My Tea. Don't forget, if you need advice, you can hit me up. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up for these episode updates. Again, new year, we trying to get into this strong. Don't forget to tweet me, share this story, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. And that's it. I'll see you next week.